Hey, what's up guys, JK Disc Golf here, and today we're talking about the one huge mistake that almost every disc golfer is doing when they're practice putting. I will be one of the first people to admit I definitely used to do this back when I first got my basket, and I used to just want to practice putt every single day to get as good as I want. And I think what a lot of people do is when they get a basket or they want to practice, they think, oh, now I have this basket, I can finally start making those 30 footers all day. And the real thing is, it's not that easy. It's gonna come with time, and that one mistake comes from practicing from 30 feet or out. Eagle McMahon talked about in one of his vlogs a while back ago about practicing making putts, not missing putts. And that really got me thinking, am I doing this? Am I practicing missing putts rather than me making them? And when I thought and I got to practice and I evaluated what I was doing, sure enough, I was missing more than I was making, because what I really felt that I needed to practice was longer distance putts. And when I was practicing those longer distance putts, I was missing more than I could make. Don't get me wrong, I was making longer distance putts and it was still felt good when I would make 5, 10 more than I would other times. But when I got to those 15-foot putts, those 20-foot putts, they felt the same. I felt like I didn't really practice them as much as I should be. And that's what this concept comes into. The whole point of this concept is you should be practicing your 15 footers. What he said was you should practice your 15 footers until you can make 50 straight. That's not easy. Yes, it's 15 feet, but when you're putting that many times in a row, trying to get your muscle memory going, it is not easy, and it's one of the most easiest things to practice because it's 15 feet just putting. I know it seems repetitive, it seems almost boring, because who wants to putt from 15 feet? You don't get that huge gratification when you make putts, because really should be no doubters. And that's why I feel like a lot of people don't practice the 15, the 10, the 20 footers, because they should be gimmies. Well, really, there is no gimmies if you don't make it. So even if you're 15 feet out, you're not guaranteed to make it. So really you need to focus in and hone in on these gimme putts, because if you're not making them, they're not gimmies. And every 15 footer, in my mind, every 15 footer I step up to, I need to make. Because when I practice these, I know that they're these gimme putts that I put in my head that, oh, that's an easy birdie, I should make this no doubt. But when I miss, do you know how that makes me feel? It definitely does not make me feel good, and it almost makes me feel that I should be practicing even more. So this is a huge mistake that I feel most disc golfers are doing, because they want to be able to become better at the 30 footers and longer. And really, when you get your muscle memory down from 15 feet, the longer putts will come. What I would do is make sure you're honing in on your 15 footers. Personally, 15 footers for me should be super easy. And when I come down to it, there's some days where they're not. There's days you're just not feeling it. And that's why you need to practice the 15 footers, because even on your bad days, you can still say that you're hitting the 15 footers. You may not be hitting the 30 footers. Yeah, that's okay. Those 15 footers, the ones you need to make, you need to be hitting. And that's why disc golfers need to focus on making the putt. You know, hitting 15 putt makes me feel good. It makes me feel that I'm improving my disc golf game. You know, when I step back to 30 feet and I make 15 of 50, that doesn't make me feel good. That makes me feel even worse. And you know what? I missed 35 of those putts. I made 15 of those putts. Quick math, by the way. You see, I did that in my head. But you see how I'm missing more than I'm making? How much improvement am I actually making? Because really, that muscle memory that I'm doing, yes, I'm going to be able to correct, but the actual muscle memory that I'm creating by practicing those 30 footers is missing, because I'm missing more than I'm making. And yes, it might seem like you're helping yourself because you know how to change your form or exactly what to do, and you can make that mentally change, but physically, you're not making that change. And really, you're creating a muscle memory from 30 feet, and it's actually almost making you worse, because you're practicing muscle memory that's not making putts. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're making 15 footers 50, 100, 200 times in a row, you're creating great muscle memory. You're practicing making the putt inside the basket, and that's really what practice is for. And I'm not saying don't practice 30 footers at all, because that would be stupid. Of course you need to practice 30 footers, but you don't need to make that a majority or majority over your 15 footers. Because really when you come down to it, I feel like I have 15, 20 footers more than I do have 30 footers. And really in crucial situations, I need to hit those 15 footers more than I do the 30 footers. So overall what I'm seeing and all what I'm talking about, and this might be just me thinking about this, but I feel 15 footers are more important to hit than your 30 footers. And again, I might be wrong. You guys might be thinking differently. But really the one thing that I can come down to saying again is practice making your putts, not missing. It's simple as that. Why would I do something that I'm missing more than I'm doing? It's all about creating that muscle memory. And the only way to do create muscle memory is to hit your putts. So practice those 15 footers, that 20 footers, and I guarantee you'll see some exponential growth in your putting game, and you'll just be able to feel like a better putter, and you'll be able to hit more putts. I guarantee it. But again, practice everything, and you don't need to do this if you don't like, and you might just think I'm wrong, and that's alright. But leave me your comment and what you think down in the comment section below. And again, I'm just going to say this. Eagle McMahon endorses this, so someone's got to be doing it right. Even if it's not just me, listen to Eagle. He knows what he's doing. He's kind of good at this game. But that's all I got today, guys. Make sure to keep throwing.